just a bill sitting here on Capitol Hill. You need to wait for the Senate to come back. So the other part of this new equation is that it's not the old Washington, D.C., I understand, again, I'm new, where the four guys would get, or people would get in the room and say, this is the deal. As you know, we have a razor-thin majority in the House, and not everyone thinks Obamacare is such a great deal. They promise lower rates, and they promise you can keep your doctor. Neither one happened, and in the bill that we're worried about, just kind of saying, let's continue the subsidies, we're doing nothing about controlling costs. If you recall the big bill that we passed in July, we had some ideas in there that were knocked out by the Byrd rule. We think on Medicaid, we think the same thing needs to hold true with Obamacare subsidies, that we need to look at some areas to control costs, not just continue to pay the escalating costs, because that's a never-ending story in a lot of Republicans' opinion.
At the same time,
and we need to put some skin in the game, and there needs to be some adjustments even on issues like tort reform and what people want to use that insurance for. But in general, we can't just say rubber stamp COVID spending. I mean, remember, there's two parts of this. There's the subsidies, and then there's an enhanced part with COVID. So that COVID issue is very much in play, because if you haven't noticed, COVID's over. And we can't just continue to subsidize, because remember, it's not the person getting direct money from the government. It goes to the insurance company. And there's one little bugaboo here, I think we talked about it recently on your show, and that's the sense that when you have this type of subsidy, a lot of people don't even realize they have Obamacare. They've been called by some solicitor saying, we'll give you free insurance. They're signed up and they never actually utilize the insurance. The non-utilization rate for average private is about 15%. We've seen non-utilization on Obamacare as high as 40%. So something's happening in that gap where if the taxpayer is paying for this coverage, that let's make sure that people are actually utilizing that coverage.